Good morning, students, teachers, and all staff of Baton. Can I please have your attention for the announcements? All year we have used the announcements to focus on the different behaviors here in this middle column from the BBO that can help us to be the best versions of ourselves, which in turn helps Baton be the best version of itself. We've now reached the final month of the school year, and we have reached the final behavior down here on our BBO, which is to talk to people, not about people. And as I briefly mentioned yesterday, this falls under the belief of own it. So remember, if you're going to own it, you're going to take responsibility for stuff, for your choices, for your actions. You're going to be honest, which means be truthful with yourself and with others about your choices and your actions. And talking to people, not about people, is definitely showing a belief of own it. And why do we want to do that? Well, that gets us over here to the outcome where we can have pride in our actions, which means to feel good about your choices, about your responses. We'll have pride in our actions and trust in each other. And talking to people also helps us to be problem solvers. And if you remember the behavior we've talked about several months ago of finding solutions and no BCD, these two go right with one another. Talking to people is going to help you find solutions. And in fact, if you do the other, if you talk about people and you're saying things about them when they're not around or behind their back, it often leads to BCD. You're usually talking about them because you're blaming them for something, or you're complaining about them, or you're defending something you did in comparison to them. And remember, we've talked about how BCD does nothing to help you. It's never going to solve a problem. And in fact, it's only going to make problems much bigger. Talking about people is the same thing. And here at Baton, we are a school team. We are a school family. And we want to be able to have trust in one another. Know that we can trust each other to do good upon one another. Okay. And in order for us to trust and be able to trust one another, we need to talk to one another when we need help solving a problem. Sometimes we think we have to do it all on our own, but we can have trust to talk to someone to help us solve that problem. And maybe we have a problem with another person, with a choice that they made or things that they are doing. And if we do have that problem, because they do come up, we need to talk to that person to help solve the problem. Talking about that person isn't going to help solve the problem. It's only going to make it bigger. And the other thing, we shouldn't talk negatively about others. That means say bad things about them or mean things about them, behind their back or other people. What good does that do? What problem does that help solve? What outcome are you getting if you're just talking bad about another person? And if we're not getting along with that person for a moment during the day or an entire day, then it's your responsibility to own it and shift your focus, shift your attention to something that's going to help you throughout your day. Because again, simply talking about that person and talking about the problems that they're creating without talking to them isn't going to do anything to help you. So keep that in mind as we go about this day. And in fact, let's get started with this Thursday with the mindset that we're all going to be problem solvers today. And we'll solve problems by talking to people. And then let's do the work to make this a great Thursday here at Baton. And now will you please stand, face the flag, put your right hand over your heart, and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Baton Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At Baton Memorial Elementary School, we work together to do great things for others. We have a relentless pursuit of growth to get better every day. We own it. We own our actions and choices. We want to be the best versions of ourselves. All right, thank you, everyone. Today is Thursday, May 6th, 2021. For lunch today, it will be Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, roll, green beans, fruit, and milk. We do have a couple birthdays to celebrate today. Happy birthday to Sky Neff and happy birthday to Tyson Salyer. We're both celebrating their birthdays with us here today. We hope that both of you enjoy your birthday and enjoy being another year older on this day. And I don't have any other announcements for us this morning. So let's remember, we need to put in the effort and have that mindset to talk to people, not about people. Make it a great day, Baton.